Hi and welcome back to Hawaii Premium Showdown. Today we're reviewing Delta Airlines and their premium route from Honolulu, Hawaii to Atlanta, Georgia. Although this is a domestic route, Delta Airlines classifies this as Delta 1, which is the international business class of Delta Airlines. I believe this route is longer than going from Atlanta to London Heathrow, so although it is a domestic route, this is still a very long flight. Today we start at Honolulu, which is one of my favorite airports in the United States. You have stunning views of the aircraft, and you have outdoor seating areas which give you stunning views of the tarmac. One major complaint of Delta Airlines is their overcrowding and lounges and lack thereof of a premium ground experience. The reason for this is because they have fell much far behind compared to American Airlines or United Airlines in terms of creating lounges specifically for their international business class product that cannot be entered with credit cards or other means. For American Airlines, this is considered their flagship business class or the United Polaris lounges. Delta has not created these, although they are now trying to catch up, but this means that their lounges are very crowded compared to the others. Welcome on board Delta Airlines A330 aircraft. Although this is not the Neo, this plane does make up a large proportion of Delta's international fleet. Although Delta Airlines markets their new business class suite, this seat is found on the majority of their aircraft that fly to Europe, such as London, Frankfurt, and other routes, including Paris. If you are flying out of Honolulu to the mainland or other destinations outside of inter-island flights, I highly recommend that you sit on the left side of the aircraft, as you are greeted with stunning views of Waikiki Beach and Diamond Head as you depart Honolulu. One note of this seat is Delta does market a premium experience. However, there are gaps missing in the bulkhead, and the TV screens are pretty small for international business class standards. Enjoy the stunning view as you depart Hawaii. Service started with a hot towel and selection of drinks and warm nuts for dinner. I went with the braised beef, and I must say it was not very good. I wasn't pleased with Delta Airlines' catering on this flight, and the meal just lacked flavor, and it just wasn't the best meal that I've had in the air compared to the braised beef on American Airlines or even United Airlines. The crew were great, it's just the meal had no flavors, to be honest with you. The bathrooms were kept clean throughout the flight, and there were some amenities in there for the passengers in business class. This plane was 100% full in economy, premium economy, and in business class. I will say fares on this route are astronomically high compared to other routings that you can take, especially in business class. Sometimes Delta tries charging over $3,000 for a single one-way flight. This makes the impression that Delta is marketing this as an extremely premium route with high amenities. I think Delta really has won the marketing game in creating this premium airline feel, but I must say that the prices do not equate to what you are receiving, or any value in my opinion. I don't want to get in on my soapbox about Delta Airlines, as they are not my favorite domestic airline. I do think that they are overpriced, they are overvalued and overrated. They provide great service, but sometimes they're charging almost double what American Airlines or United Airlines is charging for a route. And that's accepted because the marketplace believes that there's premium service being provided because Delta has screens and some other amenities to be offered. However, on this route, I don't think Delta is charging a premium because they're giving you a premium service. They truly just don't want any domestic passengers on this route. If you're trying to book Honolulu to Atlanta or anywhere else on the East Coast, Delta doesn't want you on this flight. They'd much rather you connect through Los Angeles, Minnesota, or Seattle. They'd much rather have connecting international passengers from Europe or Mexico connect through Atlanta onwards to Honolulu, so they've raised the price so that you would not book this routing. Like I said, I still think Delta's a great airline. I think they have amazing employees, and they've always been very kind and courteous when I've been on board. My limited experience with their customer service agents when needing to change my flight or to have it repriced for a cheaper fare has also been very seamless, and they also have been great. My issue with Delta is the onboard experience and the flying aspect isn't the only thing that is needed for a loyal traveler. Their loyalty program is just astronomically bad. I mean, you are spending thousands, not even thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars for an international business class redemption. It's very hard to earn elite status now. They've changed it and made it just based off dollars. And I just don't believe they offer great value for their loyalty members. Now, your upgrades are also nice, but at the end of the day, those miles allow you to fly further and have better experiences. And I also think the price that they charge just doesn't match with what you're receiving on board. There's only so much you could do in a 3-hour flight domestically, and having TVs really just can't justify double the premium. With that being said, I must say I got a great deal for this route because I found a one-way flight from Honolulu to Mexico City via Atlanta, and I only paid $600 initially for this one-way fare, which is an absolute great steal considering that flights from Honolulu to the West Coast normally run about $600 in first class. To then have it all the way to Atlanta on the East Coast and then onwards down to Mexico is a great deal. I also then found the price dropped, so then I was able to get this for a little under $500 one way, which is a great deal. So as I grade this flight, I'm kind of stealing Jeb scores, but I'm tailoring it to what I think is important. And for me, the lounge, the seat, the onboard service, but also the customer service, loyalty program, fleet, and overall value. And I think when I add all that up, I think Delta gets a 67%. The biggest issues are my loyalty program, the way you earn status, and the way you're able to redeem points, I think leaves a lot to be desired. I also think the lounge in this case, just the overcrowding and the small space, felt a lot to be desired as well. Overall, it's a great product. I think Delta does a great job, especially with their fleet. I was on a 757 after this, and it honestly looked like a new plane. But this A330 also had issues with paneling and gaps and things like that you don't expect from a premium carrier. Stick around for the comparison video to see how the other airlines compare, and thank you for watching.